The maid accidentally fiddled with the rose in her hand, and to her surprise, the eldest son also felt itchy all over. She blew on the rose again, and the sleeping young master immediately felt unwell. It was not until then that the girl realized that the rose she had raised for 10 years had actually resonated with the eldest son. It turned out that the girl was a top trader in her previous life. She had a crush on the eldest son for over a decade, but died suddenly in an accident. Her soul was transported back to 20 years ago and she became a maid in the eldest son's estate. Even more astonishingly, the rose she had raised for over a decade in her previous life also came back to her soul along with her. Just as she figured out the situation, another maid snatched her flowers and taunted her not to fiddle with them. Knowing that the other party was a competitor and remembering the original owner's memory that the maid was allergic to tulips, the girl deliberately sprinkled tulip pollen on the other party's cosmetics. At this time, the maid was still dreaming of marrying into a wealthy family, but pollen soon came into play. The maid fell to the ground with pustules all over her face due to an allergic reaction. The eldest young master mistakenly thought that the girl intended to harm the maid, but the girl directly stated that she had ill intentions and thus helped teach her a lesson. Because the girl helped him drive away the ill-intentioned person, the eldest young master decided to keep her by his side, take her back to his private villa, and let her be responsible for his 3 meals a day, except forbade her from approaching the flower bed. That night, a sudden storm hit. The eldest son was worried that the flower bed would be destroyed and went to ask the girl for help, but found that she wasn't in the room. He thought she couldn't stand his temper and left, but in the next second, the girl ran back, covered in mud, saying that she had covered the flower bed with a waterproof tarpaulin. The man was about to explain the rule prohibiting entry into the flower bed when the girl fainted. He quickly held her in his arms and his finger was cut by the button of the girl's clothes. When blood dripped onto the rose on the girl's body, the young master suddenly became weak and fainted. The girl woke up first and helped him onto the sofa. It was at this moment that she accidentally discovered the secret of the empathy between the young master and the rose, and couldn't help exclaiming that it was strange.